afternoon, everyone, and welcome to BalaCore Fitness Show here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. I'm Ellen Como, your host. I'm here with Danny Lou.
Danny Lou back in the house after 2 weeks. It's nice to be back here at KHTS.
And we have a guest that's on their way. But before, we usually talk about the longevity of fitness. And if we've listened to our show before, fitness is about a lifelong journey. It's not about a 6-week or an 8-week journey or a 10-week or a 12-week. It's something that you want to take on and learn. And the more and longer you do it, the more you're going to learn, the better you're going to get at it, just like anything that you do. So what we're going to talk about today, though, is real life. And sometimes real life brings a situation or an opportunity to us where we do really have to, even no matter how fit we are, we have to lose weight and look good for an event. Could it be that maybe you got honored for something and you really want to look good in that spectacular dress or tux that you have to show up in? Could it be like Emily, who's going to be here shortly? She's going for Miss California in about 3 weeks. So she doesn't even know she looks amazing and she's nice and thin. She wants to be at her very, very best. So sometimes life throws things at us where we really do need to take our body to another level very, very quickly. And we're going to talk, how does that look like today? We're going to give you about 3 or 4 different ways that you can go about that. Now, I do have to say, if you are in the middle of training for something, like you're training for a triathlon or you're training to be in either the fire department or the police department, that's a whole different situation with some things that I'm going to be talking about today. That's heavy duty physical fitness training. What I'm talking about is more the fun things in life that do happen. the wedding, the big birthday party, the big 50 reveal. Maybe you're showing up to a class reunion where you haven't seen your friends in many years and you want to look your very, very best. Now, you could be going to the gym all the time, eating well all the time, and you look good. And most people are going to look at you and think you look fantastic. But you want to take it to another level and you want to look great. Like over the top, great. These are the hints and the tips that I'm going to give you, because when I was in my 40s, I was a fitness model. And there were times I would get phone calls for photo shoots or maybe to do a TV show or something. And I had to be at my very, very best. Now, I was at my best every day, but I had to be at my very, very best for these events. And what would I do? How would it take me? Sometimes they would only give me 10 days notice and I would have to get ready for that, because we can never ever, I just want to say, what you see on a magazine cover is not really what those fitness models look like every single day. If you see them in person, it's funny, if you go to any fitness shows and you see them in person, you'll see they look a lot larger than you see at the photo shoot. It is because they're larger than they are at the photo shoots. When they show up for the photo shoots, they're so leaned down, and then on top of being leaned down, they're photoshopped. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on getting ready for photos and for magazine covers. So what does it take? What's the real life way that we can get ready for any kind of special event or something quick that comes up? And it goes against everything that I'm always teaching every week or every other week on the show, because I'm all about longevity. I'm all about the journey. I'm all about being fit all the time. I'm not about a fitness challenge in 6 weeks. How much can I lose? But this is a different story. It happens to all of us. And what it entails is getting fit as fast as you can, looking better than you've ever looked. But it's not going to last. Once Emily is done with this contest and she gets ready, because she's going to win Miss California and then go to Miss United States, she's going to have some downtime and she's going to look more like everyone, the average, just beautiful Emily that she is. And Emily's nothing but close to average, but she's going to go back to her normal everyday body. I call it like your everyday body and kind of that 1 minute dream body that you have for that photo shoot or for that evening or for Miss California pageant. So what is it going to take? Do you want that? Is there ever a moment, an opportunity that you want to take your body to another level? You've never taken it before. It will not stay there for very long, but you're going to have it. Danny's being very quiet today.
Boy, that seems like a lot of work. That's all I'm saying is like, geez, who wants that job? Oh my goodness. So for me, the real life. All of us are not going to be in Miss California contest, especially us guys over here. So in real life, the thing is, you just got to take it slowly. Like at our gym, we have another wedding of one of our friends, and she's doing the same thing. She's coming to all the classes, working out hard, doing this, doing that. I don't know if she's going to go to the extreme that we're going to hear what for the 3-week part of it, but everyone has their bit. And when Ellen was going through that, me as a novice, I'm going, oh my gosh, I'm scared. I don't even want to have to attempt anything like that. So, but there are going to be the points again, like you're going to have your reunion, you're going to have this, and I think all of your friends, you and this and the other, we all say we want to get ourselves back into it. Number one is you got to get moving. Number two, get yourself into some sort of program. Now that's for that extreme thing. If you're not doing anything is what I'm talking about. And I think what we're going to talk about when Emily gets here is that point when you need to extremely do it in a short amount of time for one particular moment.
Yeah, for a purpose, for an opportunity, things that don't come up every day. That's what we're going to talk about today. So I don't want anyone getting confused. This is not something I'm asking you to do all the time. Yeah, our 2 brides that are at our studio right now are coming for 3 and 4 classes a day. I don't recommend that to everybody. And they're probably both starving themselves. And I don't recommend that for anybody. But sometimes we go to the extremes for a special occasion. We're going to talk about the healthiest way you can do that. Because Emily has to show up looking healthy. She can't show up looking like all gone in and not healthy. She's got to strut her stuff and she's got to glow that night. So she's going to have to, it's got that fine line. And how do we look the very, very, very best we can in the shortest amount of time and really get on stage and do what she can do, which is, I mean, can I tell you, people think being in a pageant's easy. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. We're going to take a break here, and Emily, I think, is in the building. Is she? Perfect. You're going to meet Emily when we get back. This is Ellen Como and Danny Liu on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. You are listening to that BalaCore Fitness Show here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. This is Ellen Como. I'm here with Danny Liu, and now we have our guest, Emily Charlie.
Yay,
Hi.
she's in the house.
Hi.
How are you?
Thank you for having me. I am good now that I'm here.
Yes, I know. That happens sometimes, doesn't
I know,
it?
right.
Our navigation takes us one way, we're supposed to go another.
iPhones.
That's life sometimes too, isn't it?
Yes.
But you're here now.
Yeah.
So you are Miss Los Angeles County, United States.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so that's a title that you just recently got.
Mm-hmm. It's actually the first year that they're doing the pageant, and the United States program is moving to more preliminaries in California. So it's one of the very first preliminaries out here in California. So I'm really honored to have the title, and I'm really excited to be able to go to Miss California United States at the end of May.
I love it. So tell us just a little bit about your experience in the pageant.
In the pageant world, well, actually, I'm very new to this. I started actually at the Miss SCV pageants about a year ago now.
With me.
And yes, it was super fun. That was my very first pageant experience. And I've been able to do a few other pageants in the USA system. And this is my first pageant doing the United States system. And I've had an amazing pageant director, Dawn Rodriguez, who runs the Los Angeles County United States program, and she's been helping me so much with getting ready. But there's a lot of things to think about between your bio and your outfits and your platforms, but also what we probably are talking about, nutrition and fitness, which is super important.
And so she's kind of turned that over to me, so we're helping her get ready. And I've got to say, we're talking about how that is, Emily, when you only have a few weeks, which you only have a few weeks to get ready for something with your body. Mm-hmm. And what does that take? Because this isn't what we teach normally, but this is what we're doing right now. And I got to say, Emily, when I met Emily, I loved her. I think we had a kinship right along because neither one of us had ever done a pageant before. And everybody would be turning left, and Emily and I would always be going right.
So true.
Is that true? I know, the two
Absolutely.
of us. And everyone would walk like a pageant girl, and Emily has her walk, and I have my walk, and they were nothing like pageant walks. But we both aced everything that we did. So
yeah.
There's
something's working.
Yeah, there's something to be indifferent about both of us. So that was kind of fun. So I'm so excited that I get to help you. I can't wait. And I'm going to be there at the pageant, and I'm going to be able to support her that day because she truly is an amazing girl. She looks the part because you look the pageant girl, but there's so much more layers to her than everyone else thinks pageant girls have. And I think that's what shows through and shines through with Emily. So about 2 weeks ago, right? Mm-hmm. Emily, Dawn Rodriguez called me and said, Emily won, and we were all excited, and I was excited for Emily. Mm-hmm. And we were so happy that she was going to be the one that was representing this pageant for Miss California because we couldn't ask for anybody better. And Dawn said, what can you do in like 3 weeks to get your body in shape? So luckily, Emily's very, very thin. If you can see it on the YouTube, but you can't see it right now because you're listening to us. She's very thin. So we didn't really have to worry about like how you need to lose weight. But what we did need to do is define your muscles, right?
Yeah.
And also make her upper back stronger. Because her upper back was very weak. And then we need to work on what almost 90% of every single person that walks in the door of my studio needs to work on, and that's the glute area. And so it was great that I got to look, and because her frame is so small, I really got to see these things right away. And so we've been working a lot with your upper back, with your glutes, but your whole body as one. And then we didn't really want her, she's not even weighing herself because she is very lean, and we don't want the scale to mess with her head. Because if she's having a day where she's up or down, we're 3 weeks off. You don't need that because she's got so many things that she needs to focus on. I don't want that to become a main focus for her is, oh my gosh, I'm getting on the scale. Oh my gosh, Ellen, I'm up 2, I'm down 1. It's just, that's going to just drive you nuts. And I got to say, if you're trying to get somewhere very quickly, that's something you might want to eliminate a little bit, maybe weighing yourself once a week as just a guide as you're getting through, but not for Emily's sake. And we decided in the studio to put her on isogenics because she doesn't need to lose weight, but what we really wanted to do is we really wanted to get all the toxins out of her body, give her a clean, healthy slate. We only have 3 weeks, and that's why we decided to go. So how do you like so far? Like, how is everything is it so much, too much? What's going on?
Well, it's a lot different than what I normally do because I'm a runner. So before I started working with Ellen, all I did was run. And I hadn't really done any weights or anything like that. So it's been a whole new experience trying to do strength training and using weights and working different muscles that, especially my upper back, that I've never really worked before. And isogenics itself has been giving me so much energy, which is crazy. I generally have a lot of energy anyway, but isogenics has definitely given me more energy. It's allowed me to wake up refreshed in the morning and ready to go, which is awesome.
Yeah, and she did a cleanse day, which she said she went through great. So I love that. Yeah, the cleanse days are really nice. They get you right through, and you don't lose your energy, and you're able to go out and function throughout the day. So that's been going really well. Yeah.
Definitely.
So, and you have a platform. What is going to be your platform for Miss California?
It's actually going to be preventative health care. I'm currently going to nurse practitioner school or getting my master's as a nurse practitioner at Azusa in January is when I start. And so going into the pageant, I was thinking about what is something that I'm really passionate about. And one thing is preventive healthcare, getting people informed, which you guys kind of do on the show and talking about nutrition and health. And also talking about just the different things like immunizations and different things you can do to keep you healthy and out of the doctor's office.
I love it. Well, we're going to take a break right here. We're going to be back with Emily. This is Danny Liu, Ellen Como, and Emily Challey on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.